Hey everyone, in this session I try to look for general mistakes and habits of the student I'm coaching who's currently playing in GM Challenger level lobbies. And one of the habits that I noticed was that they're overrolling a little too much on 8, which we can clearly see when we get to the roll downs and how much gold they have and how much they can reasonably hit. And even if the games do go well and go top 4, it's definitely something that still should be improved upon and could be punished in other games. And yeah, and on top of that, there's just other small mistakes in here, so hope you enjoy. Alright, so, yeah, I assume you generally understand the level 8 meta. It's mostly Slayers, Warwick, Inara stuff. Sometimes you play AP.
Yeah, I
Where,
don't love AP, but it's fine.
yeah, it's definitely the weaker one. The Void, this is the worst one. I guess you can play Slayers from here if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm not too excited about it, but
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, if I'm ignoring
It's been
the
a,
Lulu. Oh, this is interesting. You have a vein
yeah,
too if you want.
yeah, I didn't like it too much with like this front line, I guess, but
Yeah, if you had
it's
an upgraded
obviously interesting.
frontliner, it would be nice. So that you
Yeah,
can
it would
probably
be really
just
nice.
hold it and think about it.
Yeah,
Um, Not like you have much else to hold here. So, yeah, I think this is fine. I don't know what the Ionia is, but we don't have any other Ionia
yeah,
units anyway. So, okay,
yeah. I remember wanting to take two, but I don't think you're allowed with this front line. I mean, the dream is really nice of Vayne 2 with Crown of Demacia, but then I don't
yeah,
think you're winning much with this front line.
yeah. I guess you can scout and see if you could get away with it, but it's probably not great. Um,
So then like go one or three. I mean, both of them are kind of fine for Warwick and Slayers. I mean, one isn't amazing for Slayers usually, I think, but
yeah, I think well, 1 and 3 are considerable. I think it's kind of this is a spot where if you were leaning 3, you kind of have to wait a little bit longer just to see what other
yeah,
people are doing. I think 1 is okay, but yeah, I think from here is yeah, you can play Warwick. But no, are you planning to play Warwick from here?
uh, I think from this spot I was most of the time going to play Warwick, but I guess I'm open for Slayers if it's like uncontested and my spot works out for it.
I see. Yeah, I think here like because okay, technically, or I would just try to spend longer scouting because we could play I feel like you technically have potential to play for win streak if you wanted to, especially if you knew you had
Yeah,
blast shields. I guess
yeah,
if you checked earlier, if you had blast shields, you know that your front line is actually stronger than it is, you know?
oh yeah,
Um
I could have scouted that or like checked that.
yeah, and then so because if we take this, then we're kind of assuming that we're losing, right? Playing work,
Yeah,
but the question is do we really have to lose? You have Rumble Pair here,
no,
you can make Vein 2 on demand. And the other consideration is that if you are trying to play Warwick, your components aren't that great. Because you
no, they're
really
not.
you really want bows and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what I think about. I might, because I don't like my Warwick components, lean towards the roots or the crown. Um,
And looking back at it, like if I was to make this decision now, I would probably take one. But I think this game is like 1 or 2 days ago. And
mhm,
this is my last bot 4, so I figured I would just throw it in. I've had a lot of
okay,
success the last couple of days, but yeah, I can
yeah,
definitely see your point. Definitely should have scouted longer, regardless.
yeah. I think it's because we're we could have won this round if we wanted to, you know. Or do we still
Yeah,
win maybe? Um,
I think I just barely lose it.
yeah. So if you see that person's level 3, this other person's also playing your line. Um,
Yeah,
well, it's we don't have to lost okay. I would say it's not terrible to take this augment and lost streak, but sometimes it might not be the best. I guess now you hit your
yeah.
Kiana, so you can go into Slayers.
Yeah, I think at this point I scouted and I saw like 1 or 2 people also angling Warwick and no one was angling Slayers, so I figured
Okay,
I would just play Slayers then.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And this one I wasn't too certain about because you can keep the dupe
Um,
for GP, but I felt like it spiked me a decent bit. But then I don't really have items for it, so then I don't know.
Yeah,
I ended up doing it, but I was a little confused about it.
I think it does like provide some of a spike. I mean, it'd be more of a spike if you were able to like play trace of it. I guess
Yeah,
I'd scout around again and see if you could like now you have the jinx. Like if you make this and pick up the jinx, it'd be nicer because you can actually play like players. I feel like you're allowed to pick up this jinx now and level because it's like because right now your board just doesn't have traits. Okay, yeah. And then I guess you put in Caitlyn instead. Or you lose this one, and then
yeah,
yeah, I guess we're like the thing is on this dupe, right? Like I think like a GP dupe would be a lot more valuable.
yeah,
So I think it'd
for
be a matter
sure.
of scouting, being like, okay, it didn't actually make a difference in this fight, I'd say, and also it didn't make a difference in this fight. So I don't know
No, I
about your
didn't.
other fights though, but that would
Uh,
like be a justifiable reason to just save the dupe for something better. If
yeah, I should have scouted it before using it.
yeah, like I've been like in a spot where I had a dupe and I was like on a streak, but then I realized the person I am contesting the streak for like would beat me anyway, so I just didn't use it until I found like a better one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, yeah, now you're also only with Slayers. I guess you're out of playing Warwick.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, Roots.
No, hmm.
Yeah, I think that's. Or yeah, you can
I
tell me
think I
why.
wanted
Why.
the reforger a lot.
Yes,
This
because your components are not very good, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me. Um,
I don't know. It's not like I looked at the stats, but I remember Quicksire Gremlin being good on Fizz and then on like Volibear and whatever, so I figured it's probably alright
yeah,
to keep.
I think it's I think it's probably like a fine item on like Belveth if you're playing Slayers. I mean, again like I need it. Okay, we need to check the VOD to see how many Warwick players there are, but like the quick start does make you want to play Warwick a little more.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure. Though if I remember correctly, which I might not, I have a tendency to forget stuff, but I think there's like at least one, maybe two
okay. If there's two,
this
then
game.
it's then yeah, you can't do that. If there's one, then I think it's okay. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think you can't keep the quick. I think it's you just have to make sure to fit it on the board somehow.
Yeah, I don't
Be,
think I don't think I end up doing that.
between the tier and the rod, I feel like in this comp, like the rod might have more uses. It can be like Rageblade,
Oh
Gunblade,
yeah.
Morello. Well, the tier pretty much just becomes Hodge or a tank item, right? Or I guess Rod can
Yeah.
also go ground card. So I might reforge. I might actually lean reforging the tier, even though it sounds kind of weird to like keep Rod. But I think tier and
Yeah.
Rod are both not very strong in this comp, right? So
Yeah, that makes sense.
um, and board wise, are you trying to unlock the Rift Herald? I guess you're just playing Kog'Maw because it fits with your traits. Yeah, we're not really gonna get the Rift Herald. And also positioning wise, like you can um oh, like you want our Kiana at the line if we could, right? So like you can shift around for that. Like
Yeah.
do you know how people
I don't
usually
think
do like
yeah,
the
I mean
back
I know
line?
they backliner
Okay,
sometimes, but
yeah.
I didn't know it at this point. I think I learned it the day
Okay.
after or something.
Okay, yeah. You know it's fine. So I guess you take glove here to finish that tier. Um you get your Ambessa. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. Hmm. Yeah, like if you could, I would just be like scouting around a little more. I just feel like you've been like on this side like for most of the stage, and usually you're like when playing melee carries, like which side you're on, it can be like pretty important.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm being extremely lazy here. I don't know. I think sometimes I just kind of if I don't really yeah, but I do understand. I wanted to say if I don't understand I'm supposed to position, I stop scouting, but I think I do with this line. I
Yeah,
think I was just
yeah,
thinking
because
about something else
the problem
or
with these
something.
fights, like your Nautilus is kind of like living really long because you're not on the same
Yeah.
side, so they're aggroing all your like weak units first. So like,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure our Nautilus is like tanking for us. So you probably wouldn't win, but you'd at least like kill more stuff.
That makes
Um,
sense.
Okay, these items look pretty good. Do you know what you want to make from these?
I don't remember what I did, but I think now it would probably be. Uh, I reckon I would probably want Sunfire, and then do I? I mean, it's kind of. I think it's. If it, yeah, I probably would make Sunfire GS if it like
Yeah.
right now, but I don't remember what I did.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me because pretty much the bow, uh, you cannot make Last Whisper. You can make Titans, but then yeah, you don't have a way to get burned after that. So I'm okay with making
Yeah.
Sunfire, and I think GS is fine because you already have attack speed from QSS, Quick Striker, and Open Club is like pretty flexible to make. Okay, cool. I can't take those. Take a mess hall. I think here probably rolling for like one Belveth, and then this is pretty much all we can do for now.
Mm, I don't. Yeah, I mean, hearing you say that, you're absolutely right. But
Right,
knowing myself, I also I also knew what was coming after that. I think I have a tendency to overhaul a lot on stage 4.
mhm.
I
Yeah,
think I spend too little time actually evaluating how likely I am to hit. It's because after this Belveth, there's like basically no chance of me significantly improving my board unless
yeah,
I roll Ambassa. I guess I have Ambassa pair, but that's still
yeah,
6
yeah,
gold isn't that much.
yeah. Yeah, you have a Metso pair that you can try to like get, but it's like you'll be poor for like. I mean, we are already gonna be poor for the rest of the game, but like I think it's okay to like, especially if you think you're uncontested players, um, like
Yeah.
waiting like
No,
can
I'm
help.
pretty certain I was in contested, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think like if you like maybe in the early game, if you were able to like position a little better, you'd be like maybe at like 60 HP here instead,
Yeah, yeah, for
and you
sure.
you feel a little less pressured to roll as much. But yeah, you get your Ornan, your items. Yeah, I think I definitely do want to activate Quick Strikers somehow.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I think I don't know if I forgot or if I just overvalued the Orn or I
Yeah,
think I had Kindred in my team planner, but then of course, I mean, that's not very likely. So, so then
yeah,
it just didn't happen.
you can just keep this TF on your board. Like pretty much it's just TF for this Rek'Sai because you have 3 Vank, 3 Void.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
TF for Rek'Sai, and you're probably good to go.
yeah, and that seems a lot better.
Yeah, I do think like when yeah, you said you put Kindred in a planner, but you should put like some 2 or 3 costs in a planner that you'd want to do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a good one. Um, so here just take like Turk US. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Meza likes QS that much, or she might want to just like a strikers or something for more damage.
Mm,
But QS is probably okay.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't think I've looked at Ambessa stats too much, so I wouldn't know. But that makes sense.
um, then I mean, yeah. Now you just stop, and then you probably don't roll again until like stage 5 because you just don't have enough money to roll.
I mean, that does
Okay.
sound right. Knowing myself, I don't know. I'm a little worried. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So like pretty much like on the way like I remember hearing one player once say like if you roll to 10 every round, that pretty much gives you like another roll every turn because you get 5 gold and +1 gold, so it gives you like another roll if you want to.
Yeah,
And it kind of just like adds up over time, right? So you'll probably get
yeah,
like 4 or 5 more rolls if you were like to stop earlier this game.
yeah. That makes sense. It's also, yeah, there wasn't even anything to hit there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, Wukong too, but I mean, that's not enough to all.
Yeah, you can just probably make the def cap. Then what do we do for our board? Let's see. So we get Swainen. Um,
I don't know if that was correct. I think I wanted the money, but then
so I feel like if your 4 is Husk, um, like I feel like the like Cho'Gath is definitely not as good as Nautilus, right?
oh yeah,
And Rek'Sai
yeah,
is not necessary because you have GP and like 2 to 3 Vanquishers, like not that big of a deal.
yeah,
So I feel like if you're, especially if you're not like the guy 2, Red 2, and you don't have Carapace, then we don't really need 4 Void. Um,
yeah, makes sense.
so I might sell the Voids first before I sell Nautilus. Then like
Yeah,
you can buy, you can put in like yeah Ornn, or you can put in Braum or something,
yeah,
or
makes
Taric.
sense.
Yeah.
No, I've gotten in the habit of like selling them for Shyvana and Fiddle, but I guess that's just that same logic applies for any unit that is better.
Yeah, I guess yeah. You said usually hold it until you find Shyvana and Fiddle, or you
Yeah,
usually stay in the voids. I see. Um,
yeah, and then any unit that is better, yeah, it does make sense.
yeah. And here, like, I mean, you're pretty much just you should just be scouting for your current matchups and positioning, right? So, like,
Yeah,
we're scouting
I
like the
don't know,
people that's
not
not in
if
our
I
pool
would
right
get,
now.
yeah,
So we end up on like this, like the same stuck on this Garen, which is like not very good. I don't know. We could beat him. We'd have a better chance if we stun our opposite side. But
yeah, for sure.
um, this person might be a little. Are they stronger than us?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was surprised at first, but when I looked at it myself, I came to the conclusion that like the Ambessa and Belveth splitting targets like this, they both just get rank tanked for too long.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and this is also like I said, like we are like low on damage on the. Or we could have an extra damage item instead of the QSS. Maybe that will help us kill the Warwick. But
Yeah,
and our tank isn't like I feel like these melee versus melee matches is like whose tank holds the longest, but we're stuck on like Red 2 or Red 1. So um
hmm
yeah, I think we're. I mean, it's probably because we're on an upgraded board, which we could have helped get your like econ managed better, and also like, I mean, I think we still need to be playing Quick Striker on our board, somehow.
yeah,
So like, that also makes us weaker because our bellow item isn't really a great item. And then like going back to like 4-2, like I was actually thinking, because I don't think Mess Hall is like that great in this comp. Like,
no, I don't love it either, but
I
I mean, I also don't like the other options. I guess that's why I took it.
like because you're like I mean you agree that you're like quite poor here on your level 8. Like,
Yeah,
I would probably flip the Mess Hall and take the crash test dummies if I don't get econ, but I really want econ. Um,
yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm probably undervaluing crash test dummies then. Because I think in my head the augment sucks, so that's why I didn't do it. I think if
yeah, I haven't like I don't think it's that great either, but it's also because I don't think Mess Hall is that great, and I think you really need econ because I think
yeah,
if you take any kind of combat here, your spot is still like kind of rough because you just
yeah,
undueled.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and there could be an argument of like if you could like scout your pool, like um, there could be an argument of 4-5 if you think you're poor, but I'm not sure that's. I mean, the thing is like our HP is like too low to do that. Uh,
Yeah,
but like if you could 4-5 this game uncontested, I feel like your spot would be like a lot better because you can actually hit like a 2-star 4 cost tank, which we were like lacking the whole game. I
yeah,
mean, either way, we needed some way to get either more money or more HP to play with, so we can actually get to like our full board. Because once you do, it should be like strong with the the augments that you have. So um,
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
yeah, I think like I probably would have like tried to fit like some Draven on my board, and then just play Briar or Swain for like Noxus Quick Striker. Um, like I would have had that in my head like once I committed to like the Quick Striker spat, and then yeah,
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't play second kick striker. It's I think
that's
I was
okay.
greeting the other units too much or
Mm-hmm.
overvaluing them, I guess. Because I did planner the Kindred because I figured that she's a good enough of a unit to play with then.
Yeah, yeah. But I think definitely like the trait, like the if you ever go like over on the two trait, like 3 void, 3 vanquisher, 4 void, like there may be a better
Yeah,
two trait to play, or just
yeah, for
better
sure.
quality units. So
Yeah,
um, yeah, I mean it's like a still a okay fifth, but I do think with those like small things, it probably could have been like a top four maybe. Um,
yeah, for sure,
and
probably.
and then like the only other things to consider is like was like playing for loss like stage two like the better play or not, because you had like vein two with you could take an item augment with vein two,
Yeah,
and yeah.
yeah. I was planning on doing it, but I don't know. Maybe it was wrong, but I didn't think it was possible with my front line.
I mean, okay, so how about we just go through it theoretically? Like, so say you do have you have blast shields here, vein two, and okay, if you take spreading roots, I feel like you probably get like one tank item, one damage item on average. Like they give
Yeah,
stats, right?
yeah,
You might
yeah,
not be able to use traits, but they'll still give stats. Or you can take Crown's Will and then like you have the crown. But if we go through the fights, I think you win this one. I think you win this one. I think you win this one.
yeah,
Um, you win this one, and then this last one you probably only win if you like got like some frontline upgrade right now. But like there's a chance, I guess. But at least you four win.
I mean, it is
Um,
for sure a chance. Yeah, yeah. I think that I probably didn't connect the dots with spreading roots and the vein. In my head, I instantly thought about like Crown of Demacia with the vein line, and then
mhm.
probably didn't consider the spreading roots for the vein line long enough because
Yeah,
it seems better to me, like thinking about it like this.
yeah, I would yeah, I would also lean away from the crown just because it doesn't feel like you'd only take it if it felt like a really like clear spot to that your board would be super good, which you were unsure about. So spreading roots is kind of a nice like in between where like it gives you kind of like some direction. Also, just gives you like more flexible items to play around. You don't have to play around some like vein line, but you
Yeah,
can still just make the vein early. I remember like the earlier we used the dupe, like the better, right? Like you used the dupe on the Vi on 2-5. So like
yeah,
like technically if you just use it on vein, because you end up selling both either way while playing the Triforce augment, like using it on vein earlier would have just been better, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Um, any other questions?
No, I think I answered all of them.
Mm. Transcendence. Okay. Is loot sub. So you're leaning towards bilge opener.
Yeah.
So you're keeping
It's like
Ash.
the one line I disagree with most tier lists, and I think it might just be an elo difference. But in my elo, this line is amazing, and it's so underplayed. And
Yeah.
I
I
don't
like.
think I've bought Toot in weeks, or like not top Toot in weeks. Is this line? It's
Yeah. I think the line is good. Because it just like you get to play. I mean, it's usually uncontested because people don't have the opener
yeah,
for it or they don't want to play it, and you do get like good tempo in the mid game from upgrades.
yeah. So I'm basically almost always built. I mean,
You see. Yeah. Okay. So, we should check this out. Okay, it is 2 star one
two-star round
cost.
calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't think I was strong enough for level up, and then
yeah,
I've
I
always thought
agree.
upward is just better if you're weak, and then didn't feel comfortable with Destiny here. And I think upward isn't terrible for builds. It's not amazing, but it's like one equal armament. If the other two are combat, then I'm probably fine.
Um, yeah, I can see that. Hmm. Let me let me think. I mean, these are very similar, and I do see your point why like upward is usually better if you're weak, but I feel like bilge like gets artificially strong once you just start hitting like 3 cost and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like this board is weak now, but like once if you hit like a Mundo, Nautilus, um, Loris that pairs with Nautilus, then you can become strong. Cause yeah, we're not gonna hit a Lowy 2, but we might hit 2 or 3 costs. And I feel like I mean build usually plays off like the tempo of like trying to hit like your bilge tiers like early if you can, right? Um,
yeah,
and having the slots to do that. So like that's why I would think about level up, I guess. I think like upward like scales more over the course of the game, but level up gives you like the 12 XP immediately. So it's like, do you want like the front loaded value? And I feel like
yeah.
while
That makes
playing
sense.
bilge, I might want the front loaded value.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I took upward with the ID, or like maybe if needed, using some rolls at some point early in the game to
yeah, to find some
if I
stuff.
don't find the build units naturally.
Okay, that makes sense too. Yeah,
But again, yeah, I mean you can see the level up for sure.
yeah, I think
Also,
that's
I do remember how the rolls went, so you might have been right. But that's hindsight.
remember what?
I mean, in hindsight, the rolls didn't go too well.
Oh, I see.
so, so yeah. Well,
Where's your 1 cost? That was a Lou. Okay. Okay, make 10 here. Guess you chill for a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, when are you thinking about rolling?
I was I was considering either 2-3 or 2-5, and I think I
Hmm.
went 2-5 because I wanted to see. Basically, I wanted to be able to hit even like an Ilaoi pair, so I could reroll my build shop and not feel bad about having to buy something that's currently in it.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, but I don't know. I was considering either 3-1 or 2-5 at this point because 2-3 seemed too early. But then with the Nautilus, and like I have Ilaoi 2 in shop if I find the Ilaoi pair, and I have TF pair, and I have a Graves in build shop, so I'm basically paired up on everything.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went 2-5, but I wasn't certain about it. I was very confused if it was supposed to be 2-3, 2-5, or 3-1, or like 3-2, I guess.
Uh, I think I probably wouldn't do 2-3 just because like I agree with like waiting until you see what you got on the carousel and then like also having enough money to like buy graves here and um I mean it's just like a pretty big econ interval to like
Yeah,
get to. Uh, probably like this is probably reliant a little bit on scouting because it looks like you have the higher HP people in your pool, so like to see like how strong they are.
yeah.
Um,
No, I definitely didn't do that. I think I think I did. It's
it's
funny
like
because I always tell my friends that they should scout before decisions like this, and now I'm realizing I actually never do it.
yeah, because the argument for rolling here is mostly it's like trying to hit Shen 2, TF 2, Graves 2, right? But that doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference and it's not
I
great.
guess GP is nice, but
But if you want GP, like it makes a lot more sense to just roll on level 6.
yeah,
Um, or saber rolls for level
yeah, for sure.
6. So yeah, it's really like calculating how much like the risk is worth it here. Or not really risk, but like the EV of it here, of like getting the upgrades versus having a higher chance of getting GP on 3-1 to get more serpents.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't scout, but I just saw one of the guys upgrade Sion. Oh, and here I get thrown a curveball as well. I messed up my board because I started thinking about Junara.
Uh-huh.
Not that it really mattered. I don't think I ever win this,
Okay, well, you got your GP.
um, but then I sold her because
Yeah,
well, I
because
don't remember.
you
Oh,
need
it was
me econ,
Blades.
and it's really hard to
Yeah.
fit on your board anyway. I don't think you can play Yunar from these items
No, I
anyway.
was considering the full pivot, but then that sounded a little crazy to me, so I just sold her.
Yeah, I don't think you want to because your components aren't there for it.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Mm, yeah, I think I find this decision very difficult because I mean, if you make Last Whisper, you can't like the tank components are kind of difficult, and I personally don't really love the idea of making Steadfast or Sterex because they kill like your IE, Shojin, Last Whisper, like all the good components.
Yeah, but you do have to be strong, right? You want to start winning because you just 5 lost, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I mean we're carrying TF right now. Uh, I think GS is like a fine item to make in this line, and I think like the
yeah,
chain like it kind of needs to become steadfast because you already have Morello. Um, and the belt can't become anything right now unless you make strikers. But
yeah,
I feel like the only double item slam I see is steadfast GS,
yeah.
and
I guess it makes sense.
I wouldn't I wouldn't feel too bad about it just because I think GS is fine and you're carrying TF anyway, so it's not like you want to make IE or Shojin anytime soon.
Yeah,
I think you could wait for an item augment, uh, but I think I wouldn't feel too bad about slamming those items to be honest.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I think I overvalued IE, but then I do something funny later this stage. So
Mm-hmm.
here I'm
Yeah,
mostly looking for combat.
yeah, I think combat makes sense. You have econ and you
I
have
hadn't really
combat.
decided. It probably was just going to be Spirit Link. I don't think I'm allowed to click indecision here, but then I saw Exiles, so
Yeah, I
didn't
think
have
it
to
has to be
think.
Spirit Link or Exiles. Um,
Yeah. Then yeah, I don't know if this is correct then either. But with Graves 2, I think it's a little better, but
yeah, but the thing is like
there's
we
too many
probably
open components, I think.
yeah, I think it's like too many open components.
Like I mean, Nashor's isn't good either, but it's I think here I think I got baited here. That's
I
because
mean,
for some reason, or I know why, but I was worried that the build. Yeah, I don't know. I think I pivoted into, or I think I was going to pivot into Unara, and I slammed Titans, and then I realized that makes no sense at all. So so then I stay in builds, but I have a Titans, which is
oh, I see.
not my smartest decision ever.
I mean, if you make it to Kindred, the Titans will be okay. But um, yeah, yeah,
I
I think
think it.
like I don't know. I feel like you should find this setup kind of awkward. Like unless the units are like so OP, like shouldn't you? I feel like you would really want to just defeat 3 on the TF with like GS, because like I feel like
Yeah, no, for sure.
GS and
I didn't like
IE
it at all.
are like pretty like they're both just like damage multipliers, like crit and damage amp, right? And
Yeah,
MF wants both of them anyway. So I feel like you should find them like reasonably interchangeable, and then you just pick the one that like leaves you a better component left over. Um,
yeah. I guess I overvalued IE. That's yeah, no, that makes sense. I think usually I try to play this line by slamming like a lot of frontline items early, and that
mhm.
yeah, I mean GS. I mean I don't know. I think I undervalued GS just as like a item.
Yeah, I feel
Like I
like
think IE is better, but here it's just GS makes so much more sense.
yeah, I think people actually like GS a lot in this comp. Um, especially because you're carrying TF early and stuff. So
Yeah,
uh,
no, that does make sense.
okay, so you get your MF in the shop. Sure. Um, and also, sorry, I didn't call, I didn't check, but like okay, it's fine. Okay. I was just gonna say, if you had an opportunity to play like a stronger board over like 5 bilge, like sometimes people do that, or like people usually don't greed 7 bilge that much anymore because it's like too weak
Yeah,
usually.
yeah. I think this is like a large part of what I said with like the elo difference. I think I get away with it way too much, and it's like creating a negative habit or like a bad habit where I just keep playing it because I keep getting away with it.
I mean, if you know you can get away with it, then that's fine. But like, yeah,
I
there'll
mean,
probably be spots where you cannot get away with it. Like
yeah,
here, I'd
for
be
sure.
concerned about playing it. Um,
Yeah, if I don't hit any upgrades, I'm very concerned here as well. But Yeah, I guess for this turn I could also drop it for sure.
Yeah, I think.
Just play something like Mondo Ash or
I
something.
mean, you pretty much like scout and be like, does it make a difference or not if I play Summon Bilge on my board, or does it make a big
Yeah,
difference or not? And you would rather win a round than play Summon Bilge probably. So,
yeah, for
um,
sure.
okay, yeah, just
Yeah, I should have
guess,
scouted whether it was
yeah.
Brand Declaw.
I mean, I
Uh,
think it's okay to assume Bramble is uh good, but yeah. Um,
I don't know if these items were correct,
uh,
but that was yeah. And
yeah,
I lose the fight, which really sucks. But
I think this was like I mean, this is a hard turn for sure. Um, so like you're rolling to try to like hit your MF and stabilize, and then you hit this, and then you pretty much have to figure out your items right now. I think like, do you find yourself like thinking about your items like at this point usually? Like if you right when you see them come out, do you think about what items you should do? Because I think pretty much like
yes and no. Like yes, sometimes, but in this spot, all I was thinking about is I want some tank items and I want a third MF item.
okay,
I have an easier time when it's like a very clear item I'm missing, I guess. Uh, no, I mean, I don't. I mean, this game was today, but I already forgot. But I'm pretty certain here I was just thinking about wanting tank items
okay.
and the
Um,
third MF item.
yeah, that makes sense. I agree. So with that knowledge, like I know the loot stuff came out quickly, but you pretty much like need to try to get rid of this Titans and maybe even this bow. I mean, probably just like the
Yeah.
Titans, or both.
Yeah, I could have also just reforged and then broken them apart.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It's like you need to use both the Reforger and Salvager here.
Yeah,
Your MF item is wants to be strikers here for sure, right? Uh, to give her damage amp. Um,
I guess. Yeah, I think Yeah, yeah. No, for sure it does. I don't know why I didn't see it. I think I was thinking too much about a potential mana item or something. But strikers is just better.
I think strikers is better than QS at least. But
Oh yeah, for
maybe
sure.
people will say it's AS is better. But yeah. So
No,
I
I
think
think I mean the Rage Blade is maybe okay, but I think strikers is for sure better than both, in my opinion at least. I mean, for
yeah.
what's that worth?
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. So I agree. So we need to figure out a way to get rid of the extra bows. Or we need like know
Yeah,
in our head if we want to get rid of the extra bows and like try to do that if we can. And
yeah.
yeah. And then here, did we like flip a summon build shop and then just okay.
Don't think I had enough
Yeah,
servants yet.
you don't have a yeah. Just one you had to refresh. Okay, now you have to refresh. Okay. This one here. I mean,
I was looking for combat. Then I mean, coordination is kind of good in this line, in my opinion. But I think there's kind of a lot of artifacts to hit.
yeah. I mean, Sweet
I
Treat
don't
should be good in
love,
this line. You've already bought an item. You should be buying another
yeah,
item very soon.
I don't
As
love
loot
these
sub, they
rolls.
got an item. I
I
think
think
he.
my opinion is that Fizz with an artifact can sometimes be good enough, and it allows me to play seven a lot more. But I don't know, like seven builds is a lot better if you have an actual like artifact that makes Fizz okay-ish.
Um,
But I don't know if that's correct.
I I don't really like Fizz. I haven't seen him do very well unless he has like purely like depth cap JG because he just kind of like tickles people, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I think this is supposed to be either Indomitable or Lichbane TF because Lichbane is like super good on TF.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, he just procs it like a lot, and it's just like a
Yeah,
base amount, right? So, uh,
yeah,
yeah, I think it's probably one of those. I probably ignore the Fizz. Like I feel like because I have like 2-star MF and like if I get Lichbane TF, I really just kind of want to switch out the Fizz for like more tanks. Like I think my goal right here, if I was feeling like I was dying, would be to switch out the Fizz and the GP for Bruiser and Juggernaut or Quick Striker.
yeah.
Um,
I
And
don't. I've yeah. Maybe Indomitable would have been better also because I'm lacking a tank item.
yeah, I mean you can
Uh,
look for it in the shop. I mean you're gonna get the oranges, but yeah, I just
yeah.
feel like this like 2-2 split doesn't really like make sense. I don't like
No, I think I move. Might not do it this turn, but I think I move blue at some point,
okay, okay,
at least temporarily.
okay. I agree with oranges here. Um, and then I mean yeah, we should just be like scouting position now because we have nothing to roll for.
Yeah.
And what do we go for here? I mean, we want to probably get out of Fizz eventually. Okay, I guess you move everything to Fizz. Sure, if Fizz is better than TF, then you move it to Fizz. Yeah, Senna.
I
Okay,
think I just took Senna for Senna
yeah,
because
and then now you start putting in the good units. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Um,
I think with this too, it's like too strong to drop at this point. But I mean, yeah, ideally I drop him at some point, but that's I mean, that's another problem with taking
yeah, I
Lich Bane.
mean,
I guess it's
he's doing
not
okay right
that
now.
painful.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
on stage 4 he's often fine. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he does work, sometimes he doesn't. It's so inconsistent.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, yeah, Lich Bane, but Titans also just isn't great on him. In my for like what I saw at least this game didn't feel too good.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's that great on him. I think so. I mean, here you're pre-slamming the Shojin really
Yeah,
fast, without seeing the loot stuff.
yeah. I completely forgot, and then I realized I could still break it apart, and I do break it apart, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I
Okay.
still end up on 6 builds, so then like I don't even know if it's correct.
Um.
Also, yeah, I just didn't realize I didn't have 3 items on my map at this point. For some reason I just slammed
Yeah.
my items and I figured she had 3 items, but she didn't.
Well, how about let's go back and just see like what we think we should have done here then, if we had
Yeah,
all the time to figure it out. Okay. So I think the thing is, so do we have even wait, one, two? Okay, we technically have odd components, so you could keep the spat open if you wanted to, but really the spat can only realistically become bilge stat if you want to make it useful. And I think like bilge
yeah,
stat is reasonably useful. Like you should be buying stats, right? Um,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I think from this point on, after you bought oranges, you should be trying to buy stats. So it should be a good item. Um,
Yeah,
and I think we want to get rid of our like bad items, right? So Titans, QSS probably need to get salvaged.
yeah,
So
yeah. I agree. I didn't do it, but yeah,
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
reason not to.
If you salvage those, you can make probably like Giant Slayer, um, Bilge Spats. You know, get some tank items for TK. Um, and yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's pretty much what you'd have. And
yeah,
then Giant Slayer would be better on MM than QSS, right? And then we don't have to. I mean, the Titans are just kind of useless, so um, rather just have like the tank item on the guy, and then yeah, you can bilge that, and then you can like uh, eventually lets you drop the Fizz later, and you just play 5 bilge with these units, right? Like the
yeah,
Fizz pretty much becomes Kindred, and then yeah.
yeah. I think I do end up buying another item, which I usually don't, but in this situation, yeah, I don't. I'm not
I mean,
sure
it,
about
it
it
makes
still, but it felt like it made too much sense to just
I mean
buy
it
a
makes
third MF
sense
item here.
here because your item slots are open, but like they might not have been open if you did the other thing. And I think it's just like at a certain point, like what do you think is more valuable, like one item
Or the
on your
stats in the
MF
long
or
term.
stats on your like
Yeah.
5 units that give you
Also,
six
DB and
stats?
Deadmans do basically the same thing, which is
Hmm.
also not amazing. Also, I actually don't know if Tonkin Van is stronger than Nautilus 2 here for the tank items.
Uh,
I forgot the oranges couldn't
yeah,
go
the
on
oranges.
Braum.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I do think Braum 2 is stronger if he had normal tank items. I think Tom Kench 1, I think will both the tank traits. I don't think he's tankier. unless you feed him a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I usually keep the items from Nautilus, but not sure.
yeah, you do this, and then you just move through. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like here, I think Fizz is like now in stage 5, Fizz is like definitely like not very useful anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
So
forgot Lich Bane is good on TF. So I was keeping him because I couldn't think of how to get rid of the Lich Bane otherwise. But I mean, you can just move it to TF.
yeah, and then you just put the other items on Kindred, and then your board would be like looking pretty good.
Yeah,
This fight's like super close. Oh, you won. Okay, nice. Um, yeah, going down for sats. I mean, now you can. I mean, now we're out of removers. You just remove it next round, I guess.
yeah,
Get more items. Yeah, so we.
yeah. I should have broken apart of his items.
Yeah, and it. I mean, it also like functions as a remover if you ever want
Yeah,
to remove.
yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, you can do that here. You can even do that here for like the Fiddle 6 too, probably. What'd you sell?
Uh, yeah, it wasn't correct.
You
I
sold
mean,
Bruiser. I see.
yeah. The reason I saw Brewster is because I was unlocking Volibear this turn, which is like, I mean, I
Oh,
don't
I
have
see.
him
I see.
yet, but I knew I was going to get him next turn.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I should have just sold the Braum if I was planning, because now
I
like losing the Shyvana pair is also really bad. Or just be patient.
Yeah, I mean, okay, hmm, if you knew you were fighting the 3-star, I guess it's a 50-50 you're fighting the 3-star, then like you can wait, but I
Yeah,
do think we still need to make sure like our board is strong this turn if there's a chance we don't fight the 3-star. Oh, whoops. Which would mean I think you should keep Bruiser in. Or I feel like
yeah,
you can't get
for
drop
sure.
can't drop Bruiser. So
Yeah. No, I didn't make that decision because I knew I was fighting this guy.
okay, okay. Yeah.
I just ran out of time. I think in hindsight, I might even sell Braum because then think this. I'm unsure. Like maybe I should have just dropped the Nautilus looking back on it, but then Braum doesn't have his Warden.
I mean, I would really would just drop like the fizz here. I feel like you have too many carries.
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah, the fish is the objectively correct answer, but
yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that one at all.
Like I feel like if you are in these comps where you're playing like this kind of like flexible forecast carry, like you should want to, unless they have like some specific bits to them or they're just really strong, which I don't think this is that strong, then you should be thinking about like, can I turn this into a 5 cost somehow? Um
Yeah,
in any comp that you're playing. Like can I upgrade my 3 cost and my 4 cost to a 5 cost eventually? So and once you find
yeah,
the 5 cost then you can sell it.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I surrender because I mean, I guess I could have
Yeah, yeah, I
sold.
mean,
I don't
yeah,
know if I have my own, but
yeah. I mean,
with only him alive.
second is max placement here if you don't go for
Yeah,
your own 3-star. So I mean, you still got your max placement, but I guess I hope
yes,
you could
it was
still learn
sloppy.
from the other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um,
I think I kind of forgot about the fish myself because I also never swapped positions or anything. He's just in the corner there.
yeah, yeah. You I assume it's because you have exiles. Also, it's harder for you to like want to
Yeah,
move. But yeah, you try to be more active about moving, and then like um, just think a little bit more about your items and how you can like fix them and stuff. And yeah, I think in stage 3, I guess we didn't really get punished for it that much, but they're gonna think like focusing a lot on IE here is like made it kind of hard, and then you're also focusing a lot on like
yeah, for
structure.
sure.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, oh, for sure. If I don't do it, then like because I have TF2 with Brew, so I'm actually quite strong. I think if I don't
yeah,
do it, and I get a slam GS.
yeah.
GM's
You list
like
as well.
GS Steadfast, I probably win a lot of these fights, or at least like kill a lot of units.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's a matter of knowing like having a better idea of what items are like acceptable slash even good. And
I
not
mean,
focusing on certain items, right? So
I think I know why I do it, but I should have just checked myself. But one of my friends told me like IE and Sojin are not optional on MF, and then I know it isn't. I know he was lying because I mean you saw in the game I didn't build him like at the start, but I think I just kind of believed him at some point. That's you at least you really want them, but
yeah, I think no, they're really good for sure, but also like I mean,
I
if
mean
you're
not that
64
good. But
HP,
like
then like
Yeah.
You can't be that greedy, right?
Yeah, they should
Um,
insta in the game if I'm making decisions like this, right?
mhm.
They really must be needed if you're reading this art.
And the idea, if you're low HP, like you're gonna, if you really wanted to, you can just keep getting more swords off the carousel, and like
Yeah, yeah, for
you'll get
sure.
your Shogunai eventually. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
This game,
cost battle.
oh yeah, I remember again.
Oh, yeah, built over if you want. Uh,
Yeah, I
but
need to get in the habit of checking that on. I for some reason
yeah,
I don't tend to check it.
yeah.
Remember the Ionia was good. I don't remember. It's like gold or spirits, if I
Okay,
remember correctly. So
sure.
that's why I'm.
And that's why you're priming those units. You see,
Yeah,
I mean, I could have four pills, but I don't think four pills is necessarily like a crazy opener. But I mean, looking
yeah.
at what units you're holding here, I feel like doesn't really make sense for me to hold the Cho'Gath. I guess because you wanted the. So okay,
I
so
think I held it in case it became Slayers, and I don't know if that's correct. But my items were very like Slayers-like. I guess they're also really good for Ionia. But then
okay. Oh, so it's like you just don't want to play AP. Um, yeah.
and that's true. I mean I like or not like, but I'm okay with AP from like a really good Demacia opener, but
I
I
think like
don't tend to play it on spots like this. I guess AP Kaiser if that counts. But
yeah, I feel like I gotta think about holding the Blitzcrank because you're holding Cho'Gath, and also you have a buy, and you're
I
getting
should have
so
just sold Nivea then instead of the
yeah.
Blitz.
I think you should maybe just sell Nivea. Um, okay. I mean, you can
There
probably
I
take
didn't really know. Yeah.
Spring Roots here. Is probably the better one. Unless you actually, I mean, you can play Slayers. So I guess you can check for Slayers.
Yeah,
Take
that's
the
what I was
bow.
doing. I was
Yeah.
checking for Slayers, but I mean, even with Slayers, I felt like there is no good item out of the three for me right now. I mean, I guess I could take Scythe on the Yasuo one. I wasn't too excited about it because it's really not that strong on my current board, and then it's also not like I have an amazing Slayer spot, and I don't know actually if the bow is still good on Yonara. And
That's a good question. I don't know if the bow's still good on Unar. Um, it's gonna put like with one set. Uh, freaking bow. It's okay,
yeah, it's a lot better than I mean, I didn't even consider the possibility in game, so I guess
but
definitely should have thought about it.
I agree here. Your board's not great, and even if you took the bow, like I guess you can make Titans, or you took the Scythe, you can make Edge of Night. But I mean, you don't have Ionia. Um, like technically your best units are on the right side of your bench.
Yeah,
So like my fear about taking bow is that I'm just gonna like have the bow and play Lost Reek Slayers.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
feel like
That's my thought as well.
if I
So I didn't take it.
okay, yeah, if you take roots, then there's a chance you get to play around your Loris and your Vi.
Yeah,
Um, okay, oh, Slayers it is, I guess.
yeah.
Let's see, can you make 10 here? Guess not.
Hmm. I mean,
You'd have to sell like Togath.
yeah, which is, might just be worth thinking about it.
Yeah, I think it
Uh,
could be worth. I mean, but you hit the Rex Titans, like kind of nice, I guess.
yeah,
I don't mind waiting one. Definitely need to make Econ this turn, and the Rek'Sai, get spikes. Okay, that's good.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, Jog.
I forgot about the spikes, but didn't matter there in the end.
Yeah, you got them on. And now you're winning. Get Rek'Sai too. Okay, I mean, so it's like looking very good. Okay, you get GP. So I'll say, I mean, this level looks fine. It's a little expensive. Like, okay, so I think like there is a world where this is what you're like supposed to do, but I do think you should scout before doing this.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and and
I did it again. Yeah,
and not just the level. I think you should scout before making both of these items. Um,
yeah, that also
because
makes sense because they're not amazing. So if I'm
yeah,
not winning with them, you don't want them.
I think Titans, I'd probably always be happy with making. I think the belt is like pretty useful slash flexible in this line, like even
Yeah,
shroud.
it
Like
wants to be even shroud for sure. I think.
yeah. So that's why I would like if I can avoid making the Hysterics, then I would.
Yeah,
So you can just
that
hold it
makes
for the
sense.
fight and also do some scouting, but yeah. And um yeah, I think you could consider playing build here over Force Layer also if
Yeah,
you
I think
you
I
okay, yeah.
do end up.
Okay, yeah. Seems fine to me. Um I guess you probably would end up slamming against this person. Their board looks like pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh, but also I was scouting him, and then he shot last second, and
I see, yeah. Fair enough.
I was lazy. I should have. I wasn't just like on his board like I should have been.
Yeah, you should just be
Is
looking at the high HP person, right? Or
yeah.
whoever's
Yeah, no,
shooting.
I scouted him. I saw I was right side. In my back of my mind, I thought he could just be swapping on me, and for some reason, I
Yeah.
got distracted.
Do you like do you ever use hotkeys to scout? Or do you ever like do the hover for your unit?
Oh, the hover. I mean, I used to do it a lot more than I do these days.
Mm-hmm.
As in, I know how to do it, and I do it sometimes, but I feel like I've gotten quite lazy with my
I see.
positioning.
Um yeah, I mean it will matter some games. Other games it won't. This game doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I should be doing it. Not
Okay, well,
really.
you have full even shroud. I mean this game is looking very, very smooth to me.
Yeah,
Um
the biggest reason, like, I was really confused about the 2-1 augment,
okay.
uh,
Yeah, I
even
agree with the
after the
spreading
game.
roots.
And I also think, well, I don't actually remember, like, there might be something. Also, this augment I wasn't certain about either. Especially all three of my augments I was, like, questioning. Uh,
Um
I didn't love the TG because I didn't have a user for it right now. I guess GP1 can hold it, or like one of the. But I didn't really have an upgraded unit. And branching out, I mean, I would have two reforgers, but I had a hard time thinking of like an emblem that works in this line. I mean, there's for sure some, but
yeah, I mean, you just want like the like Bruiser, Jog, Vanquisher,
I think for sure, yeah, a lot of the
Vol-
pens seem fine.
Void, Slayer. You use Longshot in this line, Warden. Um, yeah, I think about branching out if you like want to get rid of this build, because like technically,
It doesn't do that much.
yeah, I mean, it'll let you like farm some GPs and stuff. But like I think you could take okay. I mean, this probably comes down to like I think like branching probably has like the highest potential cap, right? Just because you can hit something
Yeah,
crazy, and you have two reporters, so like you actually could hit something crazy. Um, but if you don't really want to take that risk, then I think it's okay to just go for like band or lineup here. I think like item wise, I just like look at your item situation. Like you have um 3 item carry, you have your even shroud. Your next item is probably gonna be like QSS or something, or Kraken, or
I think
DT.
yeah I wanted is a little. I mean, I have Titans of course, but I think I was planning on having the Rex items just as my best items, and then starting
Starting your build,
with other items.
yeah, that makes sense to me. So you'll probably get that off the carousel, and you'll get 2 more items off wolves, hopefully. So the TG will just go on a random like GP if you wanted a TG, which is like
Yeah,
not that important. So I think I agree that lineup is probably good here. Um, it's good to combat, and you don't need the items, so you can't even use them that well right now. Um,
yeah.
okay, take QS, miss, take sword. It's fine.
Yeah, I was contemplating. I mean, I could have removed the items of Rek'Sai and Slam PT for Gangplank 2, but then I'm stuck with
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I would do that because then you lose your chance of getting QSS, which is like pretty important for later.
yeah.
Um,
So then I did, and then like without I can't move Slayer emblem to GP, so
yeah,
I thought it was probably just supposed to stay like this.
yeah. I guess you can probably go for GP3 this game with the build spat. Um,
Yeah, I forged Steer and it became Rod. So I think I just thought I would do Rageblade Titans, something else on Belveth, and then
yeah.
Slayer Starks, Edge of Night on Best or something. I don't exactly remember what. I think that's what I end up doing. And then
Mm, yeah, I think I might go BT so that I can have Sunfire open. And I think
oh
like
yeah,
Edge of Night Sterex like technically isn't the greatest combo. Like I think BT
yeah,
Sterex is like a better combo, right?
yeah.
Um,
I didn't even think about anti earlier, but yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, just because being left with like two cloaks is like what are you gonna do with these cloaks? There's not much to do.
I mean, I made the claw at some point, I think,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also here this is just a mistake. I didn't realize I was poor. For some reason, I just forgot. So then I skipped
Well,
reinforcement.
you're allowed to skip it if you want a 4-5, but like
Yes,
I think
I
technically
removed.
if you 4-5, then
Uh,
like your spot's still good. So,
yeah,
um,
I think I just didn't realize I was poor until like halfway, like through the pumping, and
I
then I was
see.
like, oh,
Oh yeah,
now I have a small problem, and then like the whole fiesta starts.
yeah. I
But
mean,
I was happy to hit that, so that
that's
kind of
pretty good.
saved me.
Yeah. Um, create your
I took the
Senna.
rod not because I wanted it, but it was on a Senna, and I was already playing duplicates of like
Yeah,
TP and whatever,
you
so
don't
I just
really
wanted to
care
use it.
what component that you get here anyway. Like your items are
Yeah.
pretty done. So I do think you
I
should
also don't
stop
think
like
I should have
rolling
rolled
to
there.
zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like nothing. I guess you can roll for like one Belva, one Ambessa, but um,
Yeah. No, I realized it. I mean, I realized it after I did it, which is of course a little too late. And I think I just sell the Senna pair here because I think I just need the money.
mhm.
And like even with Senna 2, I don't really have items for her.
Yeah, I mean you probably find a way to give her items, but
I mean,
um,
yeah, I for sure can. But,
yeah. So this probably be Morello. Roll down again. Your
and
Belveth.
then I just high roll the roll down. I mean,
Yeah, that is
I
a
guess
very.
it's kind of expected with like how many four costs are out and it's in contested Slayers,
I guess so. It is still
but
pretty.
it's but that sounds also just like a little cope. It was also just, it was also just very high roll. But I wasn't complaining because of it. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted anti-heal, so I figured Morello IE, even though it's bad. Like if I reforge, I don't know if I'm like actually getting something better. I mean, maybe I
Yeah,
can reforge
I think Morel IE is
the
fine.
crit glove.
Like I think IE
And then,
on Vanquishers are fine for getting 100% crit.
oh yeah, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense, I guess.
Um, yeah, we are just kind of hard stuck level 8. Um, I think like I mean I don't know why you play this game, but I say like we just because of the tempo that you had and like the augments that you have, you're like 4-2ing like maybe hopefully locks in like a top 4, but like maybe it'd be harder to like top 2 because we're kind of poor.
Yeah, I think it was. I actually don't remember what happened. I do remember going first, but no, I didn't even think about 4-5ing, which it doesn't make sense because it's uncontested and I'm poor and I can just take the item augment I took without
Yeah,
being punished. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah,
and it was kind of a weak lobby, and I think. I mean, my board is strong. Oh, and I do. Oh, that's what happened. I
you
got a
should.
golden dupe, and then I just hit my
Yeah,
2-star 5 cost.
I do think Shyvana should be stronger than Dessa.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like I didn't. I wanted to itemize her, but then like I didn't. Like, is she stronger than Ambessa? She probably just is. I was planning on changing it if I kept losing, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
if you don't lose, then you can you can just keep it, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah,
I do think Shyvana is stronger.
it makes sense.
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's some interesting argument choices. I think, but you know, we should 4-5 here. I think like I wouldn't even be that excited about the Giant Slayer augment here, just because like item
No, I
situations
also
like
I think
pretty
I snapped it because I just wanted the third bell of F item, and I mean it works like that. But
I see,
this
yeah.
is like the first time I've taken this augment the entire set, so I also don't know why I was so happy about it in this spot. I think, I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean the thing is like you're just gonna get a bell of item off the carousel probably, right? So like after
yeah,
that then like
no, for sure.
it doesn't seem as good anymore. And then I would say like this augment in general, like I mean it's better when you can utilize the effect well. So like on melee carries, it's like I mean you're usually
It
hitting
doesn't
front
sound
line
that
full stuff
amazing. You
anyway.
don't want to be in front of
Yeah.
tanks.
It will be good if your lobby has a bunch of melee matchups, like against Warwick or Slayer or Mirrors, then it will probably be pretty good. That's kind of like a
Yeah,
scouting
that
thing,
makes
but
sense.
usually it's better on like some backliners that have some backline access. I think like, if you want to be greedy here, like I would rather take Know Your Enemy or Spirit Link to like play for like a high cap, um,
Yeah,
because I think my item
yeah, I like
situation
to
is
know
like
your enemy usually, but I guess I didn't here. I don't really
mhm,
know why. I think I mean, it's wrong, but I think what happened here is that I figured I had enough gold for like one Belfer, one Ambessa, and then I have three items, and then I mean I don't know why I thought that was
uh,
that amazing,
I
and
mean
then that's why I did it.
let's just assume you did have enough gold to hit that. Would you still think it's like having three item
No,
here, or would
no,
you rather have combat?
no, no. Looking back at it, I think it's just combat, but I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
really. I think it. Yeah, I don't know. I think what might have happened is that I was thinking about LGS is probably my best third item, and then for some reason I just stopped thinking after that.
I see, I see. Okay,
Uh, yeah,
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I do think
but
this is a way where you can. This is a spot where you can think about being like greedy about having actual combat because usually you don't have the luxury to take combat in this comp, but because you took spreading roots, you actually have like enough items. So,
yeah, and I should have 4-5 there, right?
yeah,
With
yeah,
my
for sure.
HP.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. So I think if you took combat and 4-5, this is like a very guaranteed like top two. But now because you 4-1,
Yeah,
it gets a little, or 4-2, it just gets a little like sus. Like sometimes it's not because you get stuck. But
yeah, I got lucky
yeah, and then
for
also just
sure.
like you should like maybe adjust your habit of like doing the rolls on like no gold. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, you're right.
I, I
Definitely.
I think this is reasonable if you feel like you must hit anything to like make your board stronger now to like win these rounds because you're under a lot of pressure, but you're like not really under any pressure right now because your
Yeah,
HP is so high.
I'm also not like that weak. Like I have GP2, Rek'Sai 2.
Yeah, and think about like because like Belveth one and Bessa one is not that much stronger. I mean, they're probably stronger than Rek'Sai two, but like um,
Not that much, no.
not
Not
that
not
much.
not worth getting this broke for.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, so yeah, try to like control your like tendencies to do that if it's like a habit
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
I just need to think about it more. I think I just don't think at all, which is of course isn't the smartest idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely understandable. I feel like I've been like, I feel like me doing this like coaching and water review helps also me be more consistent about thinking about that stuff because you just kind of go through this thought process a lot, and then that'll
Yeah,
overall make your gameplay like more consistent over time, right? And you'll probably just
yeah,
like make less mistakes and throws and stuff. So
that makes sense.
yeah. Any other questions?
No, no, it's clear. Got some things to work on.
Okay, yeah. I mean, these
That's
games are still
nice.
going well, so I hope you can just keep climbing and doing well.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
All right.